Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. The S&P 500 was down 2.1% today. Really started off down and just continued down all day long. Uh, all the talk that's happening about Ukraine, Russia is really what's driving this market down. We're getting an awful lot of information from President Biden, from the U.S. State Department, talking about what they see in terms of an imminent, possible escalation of the conflict there for Russia and Ukraine. And obviously, when they're continuously putting this out there day after day, really multiple times per day, it's going to have an impact on the market because of just the uncertainty of what might happen. I've mentioned before that in past conflicts, generally speaking, the market comes down. It generally short term, and then the market comes back up. And I'll spell some of that out really tomorrow in my summary as to kind of what I see in the past and how we might see different situations happening here. But I do think that they're coming out talking about this possibility to kind of prepare people. And I think that might be the positive here, even though it created a market that was down, today a couple percent. It might save us from sort of that shocking surprise where the market might drop even more than that at some point in time. So I think, the more that they talk about it, again, the market will have a hard time doing well in that environment. But if there is a conflict that does happen, maybe there's less shock. They're talking about the possibility of increased, prices on energy. And so getting people used to that. So that's not so much of a shock either. So, part of this is political. Part of it is, trying to get people aware. But I do think what happens for the stock market is it takes away the bigger shock. And then obviously, if something doesn't happen, or if there is a resolution or some type of withdrawal of troops, we could see the market come back very strongly, very quickly in that particular environment and not have to come back as far as that goes. So that's kind of my outlook on what I'm seeing right now. It's a little bit frustrating that everybody's running around talking about a conflict that may or may not happen. It does look, kind of imminent. I understand that portion of it, but at the same time, I think that it might settle the market some and get it more used to what's happening. We've seen the Federal Reserve do this a lot, talk about what they're going to do well before they do it. So it's not such a big shock. And although we have some downturns, it might be less than what we have if it was a pure shock as far as that goes. So anyway, that's what happened today. Look forward to seeing you. If you want to join me tomorrow on my Talk Money with Tom show, I'll do a summary of the market at the beginning and really talk about kind of this Ukraine-Russia situation and what I see as some of the possible outcomes of what might happen there. So look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Thank you very much.